What is good, my peoples? I'm Kobe2408, and this is a new video called League News. It's about news about League of Legends and what's going on in the world of League. It's probably going to be hopefully a daily video, hopefully under 10 minutes or quicker. Just get a feel for what's going on in the world. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you like the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is the release of patch 6.10, which was released yesterday. Also with this release comes a new champion. Her name is Talia. She's a mage, mostly played in the mid lane from what I've seen. And then there's some nerfs and some buffs to certain champions. But the two things I wanted to touch on was Ghost and Barrier. Those summoner spells got their cooldowns reduced, so we'll probably see those picked more often. And champion masteries. So previous to this patch, you can only get to level 5, but now you can get to level 6 and 7. And the way you obtain that is you have to have a champion already at level 5, and you have to get an S, and once you get an S, you're going to get a token. And so you need 2 of these tokens, plus you need to combine either blue essence, a shard, or a permanent skin to unlock the next level mastery. So you unlock level 6, and then you have to do it again, get 2 S's, get 2 more tokens, have another 500 blue essence, or a champion shard, or a permanent skin. I like the idea that they're putting the blue essence to use, because on my main account I have I don't know, 1500 blue essence, and there's nothing I can do with them. So that's what I wanted to touch on with this 6.10 patch. If you want me to go more in depth, let me know. I just kind of point out the real big things. Obviously the nerfs and the buffs, that's always general, but there's nothing that stood out except for the summoner spells and the champion masteries. So the second thing I want to talk about is, if you don't know CRUMBZ, he's a pro LCS player who is quitting League. No, he's not quitting League, but you know, he's retiring from LCS and pro play. So he sent out a tweet, looks like it was yesterday. There's so much to say, but so little that matters. I will no longer play League. I'm ecstatic for my new journey to begin. You'll know soon. So, you know, he's just letting everybody know farewell, and my LCS days are over. He's been playing professionally since 2011. He joined Team Dignitas, and he is a jungler. He was on Team Dignitas for about 3 years, and then he created his he went off and created a new team called Renegades. And if you don't know who Renegades are, they're 2015 new LCS pro team that actually won their summer playoffs after placing second overall in the NACS summer season. Most of these players, you know, there's not a lot of money in the LCS, especially being a pro player. You know, somewhere I heard the salary was like maybe $12,000 each season, which is, I mean, it's quite a bit, but nothing nearly enough, I would say. So most of these players go and they do YouTube or do some commentary or do some casting. But you know, 3 years being in the LCS, it's definitely hard on yourself, definitely hard on other people. I mean, there's a lot of time spent playing all day long and strategizing. So I could see where he's done with it. He did create his own team, Renegades, but it looks like he ended up selling them or getting rid of them, which I'll talk about next. But you know, most of these players do about 3 or 4 years and call it quits, just because of how high the stress level is and things like that. So, you know, farewell to him. Good luck to him. Hopefully he has fun doing whatever he's doing next. So I want to talk about the LA Renegades, which is an LCS pro team. It was created by CRUMBZ, who I just mentioned is retiring from LCS. And so CRUMBZ was obviously on Team Dignitas since 2012 to 2015. Then he created LA Renegades, and they were in the LCS. They fell out of the LCS. They had to play these playoff games to get back into the LCS, which they did, and they won, so they're back in the LCS. But an ESPN report says they have to change their name to Misfits, or they have to actually do a name change, which they're changing it to Misfits. I think this has to do with either CRUMBZ retiring and getting rid of the team, and so there's some riot rule that I don't know the exact rule on what it is, but I'm assuming because of some owner changes, or CRUMBZ not even giving up ownership of the name, they have to change the name. So LA Renegades is now going to be Misfits. I don't mind the change. It's fine. You know, I just like watching the LCS, and I like watching different teams. And Misfits kind of fits to like what the team is, because they're just kind of all different players from all different regions, just kind of playing on a team, trying to, you know, obviously win the LCS. I have the ESPN report if you want to go read more in depth about it. They don't tell what the riot rule is. They just kind of mention it's a riot rule, and you have to change the name. So, you know, it's there. You can look more in depth to it. But yeah, LA Renegades will now be called Misfits. So the last thing I want to talk about is NA pro teams going to Korea for like a League of Legends boot camp. So meaning they go down there and they just play League of Legends. So I believe the pro teams that are there's probably a lot more, but the three big ones, TSM, Cloud9, and I believe CLG are down there as well. I have a link in the description below. You can watch Bjergsen, and I believe it's Double Lift, who is taking you a tour on their hotel room. Now, don't quote me on this, but one of my really good friends, he is Korean, and he told me that you need a Korean social security number to get on their internet. So the only way to get on a Korean server and play League of Legends is to either have that social security number, or obviously if you're a pro team that's coming down there to play, they'll obviously let you get on the internet. So obviously the best teams are down there. If you didn't already know, SKT, who is obviously most people know Faker, the mid lane, Korean. They won the MSI 2016 mid-seasonal League of Legends tournament. So, you know, the best competition is there. How do you get better? You play better people. And so I think I like it. I would do the same thing. It's just like if you're in football or basketball or any sport or whatever it may be that you want to get better at, you go where the competition is better. And so obviously they're better in Korea. You go to Korea and you play and you get better, and hopefully you learn something and you come back. Hopefully you guys like this segment. I'm gonna probably do more of these videos, league news, just seeing what's going on around the world of League. Let me know if you liked it. Comment, subscribe, and share. And if there's anything you want me to touch on or go in depth with, just let me know. Yeah, I'm Kobe2408, and you guys stay awesome, my friends.